Liberal member, the Honourable Chris Rath, recently made remarks in Parliament which demonstrated all you need to know about the Liberal and National Government's policy position when it comes to manufacturing and jobs. Mr Rath described Labor's commitment to creating jobs in New South Wales and local manufacturing as misty-eyed, and, I quote, "We must unleash the efficacious forces of the free market and watch our prosperity grow." Unfortunately, he proceeded to recite what sounded like a regurgitation of his first-year university economics class lecture notes. It really shows just how out of touch the New South Wales government is with the needs and aspirations of working people. The Liberals and Nationals prefer to implement a textbook fantasy version of the economy instead of understanding what actually happens in the real world. According to the Liberal member, the government should continue to purchase dodgy, foreign-built transport because it is cheaper and we are no good at building it here. We all know this is completely untrue, and what a mess this policy has already created, leading to disastrous consequences in New South Wales, including the CBD light rail final cost was disclosed at $3.3 billion, more than double the original estimate, built in Spain and France. A report from Mikel found that 343 direct and 480 indirect local jobs were lost from the offshoring of the Sydney light rail. Spanish-built inner west trams were removed from operation a year ago due to extensive cracks, and it will be another month for a full service return. The South Korean new intercity fleet, who can forget that, notoriously didn't fit train tracks and tunnels and is currently the subject of a dispute because of huge safety issues. The cost was over $3.3 billion, more than $1 billion over budget, and was meant to be in service by 2019. Overseas built ferries have had steering failures, cracked fuel tanks, oil sprays, leaks in the hulls, damaged rudders, shattering windows, emergency doors that can't be opened, filled with asbestos, unable to operate at night, become airborne during heavy swells, they're unable to fit under bridges and can't dock Manly during low tide. Ferries were taken out of service for rectification after an initial cost of $1.3 billion for the 10 Rivercat class ferries and the 3 Emerald class ferries. We should not be building ferries in China and Indonesia. The new regional fleet is being built in Spain. This is the regional train, and will be 1,205 days late because of rectification work. The overseas manufacturers simply do not understand our rail system. They don't talk to our rail experts who actually operate and use the infrastructure. They simply produce a dodgy and delayed product that our taxpayers get stuck with paying more to fix over and over again. The top 6 overseas built pieces of transport infrastructure have had budget blowouts of between 40 and 50%, costing New South Wales taxpayers far more than what was originally promised by the Liberals and Nationals. Under the Liberals and Nationals, we are not creating thousands of local jobs. We've actually missed out on more than 4,000 jobs due to offshoring of major infrastructure and transport projects. Yet they persist with their mindless pursuit of the neoliberal model, which is to import duds and export jobs. The policy differences could not be clearer. The Liberals and Nationals are obsessed with creating jobs overseas and destroying our local manufacturing industry. New South Wales Labor is committed to domestic manufacturing, and we will build new trains right here in New South Wales, and we will begin the procurement process for the next set of trains to replace the ageing Tangara fleet in our first term if elected. We will build our transport here because we want to create local jobs and build quality and safe infrastructure that will not end up costing taxpayers more in the long run. At the election in March next year, the choice is clear, that between a Liberal and National government who export jobs and import duds, or Labor, who wants an active, vibrant local manufacturing industry that creates and sustains local jobs. Labor will always back New South Wales workers.
Hear, hear.